Hello, ladies. You are now listening to the Woman Like Me podcast, episode 3, Breakups. Today, we will be having a special guest, Cynthia Munoz, who will be sharing with us her breakup story alongside with myself.
Hello ladies, Cynthia here. I am super excited to be featured tonight on Woman Like Me podcast. Tonight we'll be talking with you ladies about an important topic which I feel is not talked about a lot. I noticed that when I was going through my breakup.
Thank you, Cynthia. We are so excited to have you. I'm going to start with just telling my story, and then we'll have you share with us. My breakup story starts with the fact that I have only been in 2 real relationships. Of course, I've been in the stage with guys where we're just in the talking stage, where we go out, we go on dates, they act like they want to be with us, but then they're like, oh no, I can't be in a relationship. But then it's like, what the fuck? Then why were we even dating or whatever? So I can only really say I've been in 2 serious relationships in my lifetime, and I have only been through 1 breakup, let's just say that. So my first real boyfriend was back in high school, and we were together for 1 year and 6 months until I broke up with him. And to this day, he does not know the real reason why I broke up with him. And I am here to share that with you guys, and this is something I haven't really told a lot of people because it wasn't really something I wanted to talk about. So let's make up a name. Let's say Jacob would want to have intercourse. There would be times where I wasn't in the mood, and I would say no at first, but then I would feel bad and then just say yes, even though I didn't want to. And that's my issue, ladies. I feel like I always put other people's happiness before mine, and I feel like this was an example. Like, I was saying yes just because I felt bad and I wanted to give him what he wanted. So it came to the point where it happened a lot, that I would say yes even though I didn't want to, and I would cry after intercourse. I really did not understand why, why I felt this way, why I felt angry, why I would cry. And over time, I just grew to really resent him, and I felt a lot of rage towards him. And that's when I felt like I was becoming hurtful towards him, but I didn't understand why and where all this rage was coming from. So after we broke up, I went to see a psychologist because I wanted to understand why, why I felt mad towards him, why I was being hurtful towards him. And that's when she made me understand better that I was mad at him because I simply felt like I was getting raped. He didn't know. And I didn't know. We were both very young. And I took some months to heal and still thought about him and loved him even though I had broken up with him. By the time I was healing, and feeling better and getting the help I needed, he had actually already moved on. It was very painful. It was a very painful feeling. But I know that things happen for a reason, and it just wasn't meant to be. The real point of this is that, you go through a relationship to learn something from it, and it makes you stronger as a person, and it makes you learn more about you, and I feel like after this breakup, I became a different person. I became more social. I gained new friends. I joined this organization on school campus. I focused on my health. I lost over 40 pounds. I ate healthier. I gained confidence. I grew as a person. And, I really became a better version of myself. So my advice to women out there is that if this has happened to you and you are educated about, not wanting to have sex and your other partner forcing you, that's not okay. You need to speak up for yourself and communicate with them that, hey, I don't want to feel forced into something I don't want to do. And that's how you speak up for yourself. It's like I said, it wasn't that I didn't speak up for myself, and I'm not making an excuse. It's simply that I was young. I was uneducated about sex, and I had no idea that this could happen to someone, that you could feel raped even by your own partner because you simply just weren't saying no. I do not wish this upon anyone in your lifetime, that you feel raped by your own partner, someone that you love. So it's about educating yourself and communicating with your partner at all times. And whoever is being forced into having sex with your partner, yes, you can feel raped. It doesn't have to be by somebody else that you don't know, So it's about really speaking up for yourself and say, hey, I don't want to, and that's it. stop forcing it.
So what you can take away from this is always speak out, talk to others, friends and family. Your closest ones are always going to be honest with you, and they want the best for you.
Exactly. Thank you, Cynthia. I guess we'll have you tell us your story now.
So my story is a typical high school sweetheart, except it doesn't have a happy ending. So my ex and I were really good friends in high school and all throughout high school. And we stayed in touch even after we graduated. He went off to college, was about 2 hours away. One summer he came back home. We hung out all summer long. I guess we realized how much we liked each other at that point. Of course, summer had to come to an end and he went back to college. So we continued to date for about 3 years, and then he finally graduated and moved back home. At the beginning, it was a dream come true to finally have him close to home. We did a lot of fun things. We hung out, did a lot of dates. I guess we were making up for the time that was, in a sense, lost because it wasn't always easy to see him. You know, we had to drive 2 hours to see each other. Throughout the relationship, there wasn't really good communication, and I never even knew what love language was. All I knew is that we got along, we were silly, and we made each other laugh. But years go by, and it's like this relationship just started falling apart. The spark wasn't there anymore, and I realized we had a lot of major differences when it came down to our personalities. In the long run, I didn't feel appreciated. He never really planned anything. I was always the one planning our dates. He didn't have that spark or love for life that I did. He never really compromised with me either. It was always kind of like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go here. We never went to a concert together because he didn't like crowds. We never went clubbing together. In a relationship, you're supposed to do things together, at least compromise. His selfishness would take over in a lot of different situations.
I feel like it's so important to, you have to meet the other person halfway. If I want to go to the park and you're like, well, I don't want to go, I'm going to be like, okay, screw you, dude. Like, you're not working with me, so I'm going to go to the park.
Without you.
Yeah, like without you. So it's like, it's all about working together and not just being it all about you. So I feel like in a relationship, like Cynthia was saying, it's all about compromising. It's all about working together, making it 50-50. You try as much as the other person is trying in the relationship, or else eventually it's just not going to work. One person's going to feel unappreciated. One person's going to feel like they try harder. One person's going to feel like they're not enough. I mean, I feel like in a lot of relationships it happens like that, you know? You get to that point in a relationship and it's like, how do we move on from this? And it just gets harder when they're not willing to work with one another.
Yeah, everything felt like so forced and everything was an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't compromising at all.
So I have a quick question for you. What recommendations do you have for other women going through a breakup right now?
Number 1, get your ass out of bed. Number 2, do all the crying that you have to do. Number 3, take a shower and brush your teeth. Put some makeup on, some lipstick. Go on a walk, go on a hike, do something. But
that's just number 3?
You have to get over that step of crying and being sad and being in your room. Don't sit on that step for too long because you need to make progress.
You need to move forward.
You need to move forward and do it in a healthy way. Don't drink or smoke or do things that are gonna make you more depressed the next morning or make you feel shitty afterward. You have to take healthy steps to version of yourself. Get healthy, lose weight, go on hikes, buy a new outfit, cut your hair, dye your hair, paint your nails, do whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel better.
Thank you, Cynthia, for that awesome advice. I wanted to give a personal, a little advice to you ladies too. So this is some of the things I feel you should do after a breakup. So the number 1 thing to do is delete and block his number. You will have the urges to text or call him when you're sad, bored, or drunk. I've been there, done that. Biggest regrets because obviously they weren't interested and they had moved on or they were just playing with my feelings. So delete and block his number right now if you haven't done it. Next up is delete all pictures on your camera roll and on social media. That includes blocking him. I know that on social media, we want them to lurk and see what he really decided to miss out on. But you are here to work on you and focus on you. So I suggest you delete those pictures and block him. And I suggest you delete those pictures on your camera roll, because that's only going to make it worse for us. We get simp, we get sad, that's how we say it. And we just go on a camera roll, put some sad music in the background, and we're just crying our asses off, And that's the first thing I feel like you should do. And that's a healing process. Deleting those pictures, deleting those messages, and just really blocking him from your life. The next thing is try doing things you love doing. That means read a book, travel, try new food, go to new places, go for a run, paint, just really try something new. The next one would be really try making plans with your friends. This really helps you to distract yourself from just really sitting in your room thinking about that other person and playing your favorite love songs and sad songs. So yeah, really step out of your comfort zone and, text a friend and be like, hey, can we hang out? Go grab drinks, go out to a nightclub, do something, something you wouldn't do if you were in a relationship. Fuck it. You're a single woman now, so live your best life. Make a breakup playlist. No, ladies, this does not mean to play on repeat Adele, Someone Like You, which is my song though. I mean play Lizzo, Truth Hurts instead. That's my song right there. I saw it in the movie. I can't even remember right now, but it was this breakup movie that played on Netflix, and it was the first time I heard it on there. And I literally, ever since then, I always play it. And the first thing I do is I always get up and dance. That's the song that makes me feel like a bad bitch. Last but not least, take your time and do not rush into a new relationship. Take this time to heal and to love yourself and to work on you. Let me repeat this so this can go literally through your head. I know it takes some time to read something or hear something, and it takes some time to be processed. So listen to me. Take your time. Do not rush into a new relationship. Take this time to heal, to love yourself, and to work on you. So yeah. I hope that you ladies were able to enjoy this podcast, and I really love you guys, and I really hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in.